Hello my magical light being, and welcome to this video today. My name is Shalita. Welcome to my channel. My channel is all about magical consciousness, and today I want to share with you a message of inspiration, insight, maybe of clarity for you in this present moment, and it is in regards to self-care. So as you can see by the title of this video, self-care is how you will save your light, aka your life. But as well, your light, that who is you, your unique expression, your authentic self, you can save through the act of self-care. You might have some ideas about what self-care is, but I'm not talking only about the physical aspect of self-care. Yes, this is very important and it's part of the process, but it's just a small part of the actual self-care that you can do for yourself to change your life. And so how did I came to this topic? Well, I was reflecting on how have I overcome certain challenges in my reality. How did I get from being in a challenge, overcoming it, and coming out empowered, victorious, successful, for example? Two words arise when I was reflecting on that, and those two words were self-care and devotion. And then I was like, actually, that's a great topic to share a message about with you guys. So yeah, that's what I felt called to do. And when we're talking about self-care, you know, a lot of us think the service level self-care of taking baths and clearing your space, vacuuming your apartment, whatever it is. Whatever you think about with self-care, that you probably think about a pamper day, like that you are taking care of your body, of your spaces. And yes, that is definitely an aspect of self-care, and important too, because for me, I love my spaces to be clean. Like before I start creating a video, I sage the place, I straighten everything out, I put on some clothes, do my makeup, do my hair, want to look cute and stuff like that. But those are just like surface level self-care, because just because something looks pretty or that something looks clean and organized does not mean there is anything more there. And so the self-care and devotion together is devoting yourself to something greater than yourself, to devote yourself to love, to God, to the abundant universe, to whatever you feel called to devote yourself to. It is devoting yourself to create a connection with that what is the unseen, to create a connection with the love that is within you. And you do this in every single now moment. So what are other ways that you can take care of yourself that actually make up most of your reality? Because the physical reality is, like I said, a small part of your actual life, your actual experience of life. So we're taking care of our mindset, that it is an empowering mindset, that we're taking care of our embodiment. Who are we choosing to be on a consistent basis? And as well, how are we connecting with the non-physical, with the energetic realm, with spirit, with God, with love? That makes up actually most of your reality. And that's for me the case. It's like, we cannot judge a book by its cover. If you are starting to take care of the unseen aspects of your life that actually make up most of your reality, that actually create your reality, you will see a massive shift happening. Just because the surface level looks beautiful, looks aesthetic, looks clean, doesn't mean there's any depth there. I had to really pronounce that. Doesn't mean there's anything more there. And that's obviously what this world is created upon. This society is all about surface level, and that everything on the surface level looks great, but underneath it's really messy. Underneath is really dark. Underneath there's nothing there. It's a void. It's empty. And so actually, to live a life and to save your light is to start connecting to the unseen aspects of your life, to devote yourself to connecting with love, with God, because that bond will forever deepen. That bond will never stop. It will not like hit a point. It just continues to deepen and deepen, and that you can choose. And that right there is the self-care I'm talking about. That self-care will save your life and save your light. When you're choosing to take care of creating a mindset that supports you, that uplifts you, that empowers you instead of brings you down. And it's not to say that you don't have moments where your mindset or your thoughts are disempowering or negative or judgmental. But in those moments, you can, through the empowered mindset that you have been building, have been taking care of, now you can actually, with that mindset, take care of the thoughts that are not of service to the life you dream of. And so in those moments, you can overcome that challenge of, for example, judgmental thoughts through the connection you have made with your heart, with your desired embodiment, and as well with your empowered mindset. Because through building and strengthening, practicing these aspects of your life, they become powerful and become strong. And so when something pops up that is not in alignment with that, now we can actually take care of that with that what we have created. And so before I knew about this, I wasn't overcoming challenges. I wasn't healing through challenges. I was the victim of it. I was in the challenge and I had no clue what to do with it. And I was just a victim of it, and yeah, that's it. And it still happens sometimes where there's a challenge and I fall for the illusion, and I fall for that there is not a way that is actually supportive in the experience. Well, there always is a way to heal through it, to support through it. And sometimes we choose to say something or do something that we look back on and be like, that could have gone differently. That's where we can learn from. And so that's once again mindset, that we notice that we shift the perspective from I was a victim of that experience to I learned from that, and I know now that I will never ever do that again. I will never say that again to someone. I will never seek advice from someone like this. I will never, you learn. But you can only learn if that's the mindset you have, that was an experience you can learn from, and you see it that way. If your mindset is, I'm a victim of that happened to me, blah, 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 there's no change there. There's no evolution there. There's no transformation there. And so the last aspect of taking care of yourself is to ask for more from yourself. To know that there will always be going to be adjustments made. There will always be subtle things you will be shifting, because that is self-care. Self-care is knowing that every now moment has potential. And that potential is up to you to take care of. And maybe it needs a different approach. And maybe that what you want needs a different approach. And that means that we're going to make subtle adjustments to our mindset, to our physical reality. So I am inviting you today to reflect on, who are you choosing to be? What is your state of being? What are you practicing being on a daily basis? What frequency are you attuning to and holding in your reality? What are the thoughts that you have most of the time? And what are thoughts that you're implementing? And then as well, your physical reality. How is your immediate environment impacting you? What is it reflecting back to you? And do you want to stay in that reflection? Because you don't have to. You can always choose to go somewhere else. But to know that when we go somewhere else, what we do take with us is ourselves and our thoughts and our feelings. That will not change. I have tried that before. And if you realize that, hey, I indeed have been taking care of my physical reality or of my mindset, but I've not really been paying attention to my embodiment, for example, or I've not really been connecting with God that consistent. I've not actually been allowing myself to devote myself to love. I've not been allowing myself to be guided or be supported and protected by something that I can't see, and that is here to support you and is always supporting you. And to know that what you're doing there is taking care of your evolution. To know that when you're going to reflect, you will see that there might be something that wants to be adjusted or changed, or like a slight shift. And what does not want to change? The ego. It doesn't like change, because that means that it no longer knows how to control the current reality you're in. And that's why it's so important to, like, set up moments where you're sitting with yourself and ask yourself questions, and to allow yourself to do things differently, to allow yourself to try something new. Because otherwise we get very comfortable. And even in like in my reality, I see this happening too, where I get very comfortable in the way I'm doing things, while for some people that might be totally not comfortable at all. But then I realize it's time for a change or to try something new, and that's scary. But that with your choice of mindset, with your choice of embodiment, with your choice of taking care of your physical reality as well, that you're able to overcome the resistance of that change, and that you're capable of overcoming any challenge, and that challenge doesn't have to be so challenging. That sounds really funny to say, but certain things that we think are very difficult actually don't have to be that difficult. They can actually be very simple and clear, and don't have to take as much time as we think it has to take to overcome them or to move through them. And as you're choosing to align your life with your heart and all these aspects of your reality, of your experience, you're now choosing to walk your highest timeline and to choose to live your dream life. And you're consistently showing up for your light. Your light is going to start to become more potent and brighter, and it's going to shine even more than it ever did. And it's going to be way more easy to allow yourself to let this be seen and let yourself be seen. And this is all in connection with each other. And that's why, like, when a certain area of life or certain aspect of your reality is not fully taken care of, we will see this bleed into every other we will see this bleed in every other area of our reality as well, very slowly. That's why we can catch it and be like, no, let me shift that, and then boom, a miracle happened. A total new reality was born, and you chose to birth it, and you chose to continue to create it and to devote yourself to it, to not give up on your light, on your life, on your dreams, and on a reality that's based off your heart. And if you would love support with this, I help purpose-driven creatives into heart alignment. I have multiple services where we will dive into creating a empowering mindset, your desired embodiment, just subtle shifts you want to make in your lifestyle, in management, in creating consistency, for example. And I would love to support you in doing so, because it's such a passion of mine to see people choose their heart, and to see them choose their heart in every area of life, in every aspect and experience of this experience called life. So the links for that will be down below. Thank you so much for listening to this message today. If you want to like, subscribe to the channel, that would be so amazing. And I wish you such a beautiful day today.